The Highway 610 corridor through Brooklyn Park has already seen a surge of new development for medical device and manufacturing companies. Now, another company is about to call the area home. On Friday, groundbreaking took place for a medical device manufacturing company near Highway 610 and 169 in Brooklyn Park.
1, 2, 3.
JunoPacific, a subsidiary of Elk River-based Cretex companies, held a ceremonial groundbreaking for a 248,000 square foot manufacturing facility. JunoPacific makes custom plastic products for the medical device industry. It will initially bring 135 employees from its facility in Anoka and plans to employ 400 people at the Brooklyn Park facility within about 5 years' time.
It allows us to expand our engineering services, which we've been growing significantly over time. It also allows us to expand our injection molding capabilities and grow our assembly capabilities and finished device deliveries that we've been expanding into as well.
It's just really exciting to have more companies locating here on the 610 corridor. It's trying to turn it into a medical device corridor, so it's just really exciting.
Construction of the new facility is expected to be completed by the end of the year. The Highway 610's 169 junction is already home to a number of prominent manufacturing plants, including electric car maker Tesla and Takeda Pharmaceutical Company. Brooklyn Park is the latest city to send out an alert about an increase in thefts from automobiles. Over the last 2 weeks, Brooklyn Park police have taken in at least 25 theft from auto reports. They've also had 11 catalytic converter thefts from vehicles across the city. Police say most of the incidents occurred during the overnight hours, and they say many of the theft from vehicle cases involved automobiles left unlocked. If you've gotten your COVID-19 vaccine, it may be tempting to show off the vaccination card on social media, but the Better Business Bureau says don't. It could put you at risk of identity theft. The card not only has your name and date of birth, but it also shows where you were vaccinated. The Better Business Bureau of Minnesota says scammers can use that information to create and then sell phony cards. The BBB says there are safer ways to share your experience.
Number one, you can share a photo of your vaccine sticker. Some locations are offering that. Or you can also share a photo of your Band-Aid. It's now become like the symbol of getting a vaccination. Also, number two is review your security settings. Now, we want you to check your security settings across all social media to make sure what you're sharing and with whom.
If you spot a scam, you can report it to the BBB Scam Tracker. Your report can help others avoid falling victim to scams. Governor Tim Walz visited New Hope Thursday, saying COVID-19 numbers now appear to show the virus spreading among youth and schools, but not between teachers who are tested regularly.
The infection rates amongst teachers is 0.3%. Teachers are not getting COVID and they're not getting sick because we made that commitment early, and districts are handling this district by district in a responsible way.
The most recent numbers reflect that pattern in our major districts as well. From March 30th to April 5th, there were 3 confirmed COVID cases among staff and 21 confirmed cases with students in the Osseo school district. In the Robbinsdale district, a similar story with 4 confirmed staff cases and 15 student cases. The Wayzata district reported 21 student and staff cases during their last full week of school that ended on March 27th. The governor says districts are quarantining and isolating so they don't have to shut down, and that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
I think the next 21 days will pretty much show us how this thing's going to come to an end. If we continue to get the vaccination rates up the way we're doing it, we continue to mitigate in those most highly transmittable settings, we should be able to manage the number of hospitalizations.
Walz said because younger people with COVID don't require hospitalization, we're not seeing the big jump in ICU bed use like we did previously. Minnesota health officials also say the more highly contagious variants are a factor behind more youth getting COVID-19. Repairs and resurfacing begins Monday on Interstate 94, 694 in Brooklyn Center. Resurfacing takes place between Brooklyn Boulevard and DuPont Avenue. Drivers won't be able to take the ramp from Brooklyn Boulevard to eastbound I-94 and the ramp from westbound I-94 to Brooklyn Boulevard. Those ramps will be closed until mid-May. During the closure, traffic will detour west on I-94 to County Road 81 and then back east on I-94. All work will be completed by early June, weather permitting. An annual rite of spring for the local art scene is the Hopkins Center for the Arts Spring Member Show. As Neil Persley found in today's Weekend Showcase, there's a lot to look at.
This is our annual spring member artist exhibition. We have 209 works in this show. It's an enormous show.
Indeed it is. The Hopkins Center for the Arts Spring Members Show encompasses all 3 gallery spaces. There's the upstairs and first floor lobby galleries, as well as the Resurfacing gallery.
Our spring exhibition is non-juried for entry, which means every member artist that submits work is put on display. But while not juried for entry, it is judged for cash awards.
As you may expect, you'll find a variety of disciplines as well as a range of skill levels and abilities within the many works on display by the approximately 100 artists represented.
I think I say this a lot about the exhibitions here, but it does, I think, have something for everyone.
Also, check out the Hopkins Center webpage for a video of the awards presentation and videos of member artists talking about their works as well as other works on display on which they have thoughts. Although all of the work is from members, not all of the members are from the West Metro.
We have work representing artists from all over Minnesota, primarily the Twin Cities area, of course, but we do have members throughout the United States, and we have work on display from an artist in California, and we have work from an artist in New York, and we have work from that amazing and exotic locale, Wisconsin.
Not all of the works are for sale, but if you find one that is, and just have to have it, feel free to contact Jim at the Hopkins Center. The exhibition is up through May 8th and is well worth a stop by. For Weekend Showcase in Hopkins, Neil Persley, CCX News.
There was no spring sports season in Minnesota a year ago. As Jay Wilcox reports, one of the area's top prep softball teams is ready to return to the field.
About a year ago, Maple Grove and other local softball teams found out there would be no spring high school season due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Crimson players are thrilled to be back on the diamond this spring.
It's great. I think it's been way too long since we've all been back together. So it's been nice to just see everybody and get back to the diamond.
It's really great, and last year was really hard for all of us, and I get that completely, but this year I'm super excited for the season, and I think we all are.
I think everyone's super excited. It's just refreshing to get back. We got a little taste of it like last fall. We got to practice a little bit, but then obviously it got canceled last year, so everyone's just really excited to get back.
Really, it feels awesome. You know, a couple of my captains even texted me the night of. They're like, Coach, I know you're not going to be sleeping well tonight, being excited for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that's the truth. You know, we were just really excited to get going back to it. You know, really since the last time we played in the state championship game was, one of them texted me and said it was 611 days.
A perennially strong program, Maple Grove broke through to win its first state title in 2019. Since there was no season in 2020, they do consider themselves defending champs.
Yeah, I mean, last year we didn't have a state tournament, so technically we're still the state champions, I guess, but I think we have a really good shot at this year.
I mean, we're still defending state champs. Nobody's won it since then, so we gotta protect that title, I guess.
Though it was 2 years ago, Maple Grove does have a good group that played on that championship team. Outfielder Sydney Hockett, catcher Jenna Grunig, and shortstop Elizabeth Berry have plenty of experience. Pitcher Bella Daniels got valuable innings as a backup in 2019 and leads a strong pitching staff. Like all teams, they have to shake off some rust, but this should be a very good Crimson team.
I think we're going to be pretty good this year, super athletic. We're a little bit younger than we were when we won state, but I think that can be good too. But yeah, I think we're looking really good.
A missed season last spring has the Crimson players eager to get back to their winning ways. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Thanks, Jay. For just the second time since 2010, the state Class 4A girls basketball tournament did not feature Hopkins playing in the state title game. Here's a look at how the Royals fell in the state semifinals.
Top-ranked Hopkins tipping off against third-ranked Chaska in the semifinals of the state Class 4A girls basketball tournament Wednesday. The Royals' Nunu Agara with a nice drive to the basket. She scores and is fouled, and Hopkins leads 9-8. Then it's Maya Najee passing out to Agara, who drains a three, and Hopkins is up 15-10. But Chaska then goes on a good scoring run. After a Maya battle misses on the steal attempt, the Hawks' Kaylee Van Eff knocks down a three-pointer, and it's 17-15 Chaska. Taylor Woodson had a big game for Hopkins. The sophomore scores 16 points and grabs 13 rebounds, but the Royals still trail. Final seconds of the first half. It's Kennedy Sanders passing ahead to Van Epp, who gives it back to Sanders coming down the lane to score, and Chaska leads 34-27 at halftime. Second half, and Liv McGill passes ahead to Maya Najee, who scores and is fouled. Najee is limited some with foul trouble and scores just 9 points. But on this night, Chaska was simply the better team on both ends of the court. Mallory Hire to the basket scores and is fouled as the Hawks hold their lead throughout the rest of the game. University of Minnesota commit Hire goes off for 24 points and 13 rebounds as Chaska hands Hopkins its first loss since March of 2018. The 78-game winning streak for the Royals is over. Chaska advances to the state Class 4A final against Rosemont with a 67-62 defeat of Hopkins.
We'll have highlights of the state boys basketball tournament final Monday on CCX News. That's all for sports. I'm John Jacobson.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.